Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sly Collection, and now we are about to play Sly 2, Band of Thieves. Here we go. I'm not feeling the best right now as I'm recording this, but, you know. Well, anyway, I'll keep that going and I'll be right back, but I won't be going silent or anything. I'm just going to get my phone. And as we can see here, this is Sly 2, Band of Thieves. Not in HD, but playing a version that is also that can be in HD. Let's see. Sly Cooper, the thief. Anyway, so before we get started. This game is, I can't tell if this is my, yeah, I can't tell if this is my favorite or the third one was my favorite. I don't know how I could say how I feel about the fourth one, but, you know what I'm saying, just, well, anyway, let's get started now. Well, I'm gonna hit menu first and then, okay, just see if everything's all good. Everything's all good. New game.
Breaker Alpha Foxtrot, this is the Wizard. Do you read me, Sitting Duck?
This is Peking Duck. I hear you, Blizzard.
No, Sly, I'm the Wizard, and you're Sitting Duck.
I read you loud and clear, Lizard.
No, I'm... Forget it, you're not taking this seriously.
Yeah, I'm not. Look, Bentley, I know this is your first time out in the field, but you've gotta loosen up. If we're going to get to those clockwork parts, I need you on your toes. So in plain talk, what's your status?
Well, I've established myself in the basement, and I'm pretty sure I can rewire the service elevator if you can power it up from that security station.
Hang tough, pal. It might take some time, but I'll figure out a way to get up there.
Now this is quite a different game from the first one. I mean, it has a lot of similar stuff, but a lot of similar stuff, but like other than characters and stuff, some gameplay controls are about the same, at least with Sly, but otherwise it's a very different beast. It's a how should I say this? You got some extra moves, but you'll see. Well, basically, okay, I'll go ahead and say, basically, this is a game in which you have a hub world. Well, the hub world is the level, basically, and you have missions rather than. Right now, this is just a level. Like we're just getting through it, and I'm just screwing around trying to collect some coins. But I'm just, you know, just trying to do something as I'm explaining that this is a different game than the first one. And then obviously 3 and 4 basically follow a very similar path, you know. They're different, but you know, it's basically the same. The first one is the most different. So we can do this. He's like, I don't know. There he gets somewhere like, Whew. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not exactly feeling my best right now. And for some reason, whenever earlier, my dog had kept wanting to bark at different things, whether they were out there or not, and most of the time they're not out there. Or you hear something. Hold on.
Okay, I spliced the wires. Ouch! Hold on. There it is. Okay, let me at that security computer.
There'll be some talking here and there, so you know.
Spotlights are offline. There goes the laser security system. I'm working on the security gate. Presto, all clear.
Thanks, pal. For your first time out, you did pretty well.
Oh, this operation is far from complete. Now that the lasers and spotlights are offline, Murry should be moving into position for your rendezvous. I'll stay here and provide computer support while you go on ahead.
Are we talking here soon? Oh.
Attention all guards. This is the network administrator. We're installing some new software into the security mainframe. So don't be alarmed if some systems get turned off for a while. Thank you. You're all doing a great job.
So anyway, so basically, let's see, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, earlier my dog decided to bark at a bunch of things, for like because he thought he heard something. He's getting old. But for something like when he barked earlier, when he was just a sudden like really loud bark, like roar basically, big howl. It like scared me basically, and and I don't know if it's the medicine I took or something, but like it's still like after hearing that, my heart is still pounding, basically. Like it's still like boop, boop, boop. It may be medicine I took because like I said, I'm not feeling the best, but I don't know for sure. But basically, I'm still feeling a little like, you know, kind of not shaky, but I don't know how to describe it. Basically, it feels like my heart is still racing because he barked earlier, just not only randomly, but just loudly. It scared me.
According to my information, the clockwork parts are being stored up there. Now to get access, you're gonna have to meet up with Murry at the rendezvous point. Unfortunately, the route through the garden is filled with guards.
No problem. I'll just take the long way around.
If memory serves, you need to jump and hit the circle button to run along ropes.
Well, if memory serves, okay. Anyway, let's see. We're going through here. We're going through here. But yeah, anyway. For some reason I sound a little off. That might be it. And for some reason I thought that was like in a different language, but it just said hotel.
Murry must have gotten lost along the way. Try pressing on ahead without him.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Thunderflop! Greetings, citizen. I hope you weren't harmed by my meteoropic entrance.
No, Murray, I kept at a safe distance.
Good, good. The Thunderflop knows neither friend nor foe, only destruction.
Yeah, could you maybe channel some of that raw energy into the security gate?
Of course. It is nothing before the Murry.
Just gathering some coins while he's doing that.
Okay, all clear.
Thank you, Murray. Now, I will say, ladies and gentlemen, this may be a lengthy game. I think you could say that this is the longest Sly game in the series so far. If they are still continuing to make them, this is the longest one in the series.
Another barrier stands before you. Fear not, I shall bend it like the truth.
Ahead to what he's going to be able to do later on when the people control him.
Solid work, Murray. You're really in the zone.
My hulking frame is too much for that puny rope. You go ahead and unlock the doors from the inside. I'll be waiting in the hallway to help you carry out the clockwork parts.
I meant like when the player controls it. When I control it later, well, I control him later. That's something he can do. Anyway. But yeah, this is the long. There's gonna be a whole bunch of cutscenes, so it may be a whole lot of me being silent, which, depending on who you are, may or may not be okay with you.
I don't get it, Sly. The clockwork part should be here. This is all wrong. We need to pull the plug on this operation right now.
Freeze, Cooper.
Inspector Fox, as beautiful and unpredictable as ever.
Whereas you crooks are so predictable. You always return to the scene of the crime.
Crime? I haven't stolen anything. Yet.
Oh, really? Then who broke in last night and made off with all the clockwork parts? You've got the motive.
Someone already stole the parts?
Don't play dumb with me. It might not have been him, Carmelita. The method of entry and guard casualties all point to this being a Claw Gang job.
The Claw Gang?
Constable Neela, I allowed you to sit in on this stakeout as a favor to the Contessa. I really don't need any help. Oh, I think you might. Look at the facts. Facts? Sly Cooper is right here. I caught him red-handed. I'm just saying that there are other criminals in the world other than Sly Cooper! After him! Hold still!
So the PS2 version. I'll be silent.
Oh, geez. Wait up, Sly!
Shake a leg, Murray. It's time to go.
Freeze!
This wasn't part of the plan.
Yeah, well, this is where things get fun.
You can't run forever!
Let's see. Well, I could talk during when she talks right now because she kind of repeats the same thing. Oh.
I'll keep Carmelita busy.
You're all going to jail.
Pick me up at the rendezvous.
Uh-oh.
Hey, come back here, Ringtail!
So basically,
Stop, thief!
what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, if you notice, Carmelita's voice is a bit different. Oh boy.
Run forever!
Trying to get some coins on. It's like, oh, I gotta risk my life, but I gotta get coins at the same time. And the coins do really have some use in this game. They play a different role than the first game.
Freeze!
I'm not gonna freeze just because you told me to. Hotel.
Position. Jump in fast so we can get out of here.
Stop,
Alright.
thief! I'll find you, Cooper!
I'm sure you will.
Carmelita's just as angry as ever. She's really quite lovely when she's angry. That Constable Neela, was a reference to the Claw Gang just a slip of the tongue, or an intentional clue? Either way, it's our only lead on the missing clockwork parts. Clockwork. He was consumed with jealousy for the Cooper clan's thieving reputation. Is it inappropriate to refer to him as a monster? No, not at all. What kind of person stays alive for hundreds of years with the express intention of wiping out a rival's family line? Imagine the hatred fueling that first decision to replace his mortal body with soulless machinery. Ultimately, it did the trick. Clockwork lived on. He caught up with my parents, and I wound up in an orphanage. It's there that I met my pals, Bentley, the brains of our outfit, and Murray, the brawn. They turned out to be all the family I needed. 2 years ago, I thought I'd finished it. How naive to think I could so easily put an end to that kind of hatred. And now he's back. In pieces, sure, but the threat is real. Does the Claw Gang even realize what they've stolen? I don't know what's in my future, but I won't let it be a repeat of my past.
Sly 2, Band of Thieves. This one's actually a kind of a dark game. Ironically, it's an E-rated one. Like the first one. And no, I don't mean because most of the time it's nighttime, but it's kind of a dark game, all things considered. If you happen to hear a buzzing noise, it's from the monitor. Well, I may have already told you about that before. If you've watched some of my other stuff. Prelude. Anyway, let's start with Dimitri's story. The Black Cheese... I don't know. Another cutscene, by the way.
I had to call in a few favors to get the goods on the Claw Gang's local operator. Dimitri, a sort of underworld celebrity, equally at home in high-class art circles and shady back-alley crimes. He was once a passionate young art student who worked hard to develop his own visionary style. Unfortunately, the art world wasn't quite ready for his kinetic aesthetic. So he gave them what they wanted and started forging old masterpieces. His way of punishing those with bad taste. Dimitri now runs a nightclub on the west side. The thumping music, colorful light shows, and a hint of danger lure in chic young patrons from far and wide. And it's here, hidden somewhere, where we'll find the clockwork tail feathers. What Dimitri plans to do with the clockwork part is beyond me. But those plans end tonight.
Sly Cooper and the gang in the Black... Well, we already saw that. Basically, we're back in Paris. Except this time it's actually... We're here a lot longer than we were in the first game. Whee. I guess I could just talk during whenever they're talking in the gameplay, like as I'm playing it. I'll just be quiet for whenever, like, the subtitles show up at the bottom. Or his actual cutscenes. So you may notice that these parts are a little longer. I'm not sure where this one ends or not, when this one, if this is still the first part or what, but yeah, basically and here's where the coins come in to play. You buy some thingies. So yeah, they have more use than they do in the first. The first one they had use, but this one, it's got a little more to it. But anyway, yeah, I'll just talk for when they're not actual cutscenes. If they're talking during gameplay, that's you know.
I tell you, Bentley, it's gonna be a real pleasure robbing this nightclub.
I share in your enthusiasm, but before we hit the inside, we'll need to do a little reconnaissance work.
What do you have in mind?
I've installed this special antenna on the safe house to help with our first job, hacking into Dimitri's satellite array. The coordinates for the job start beacon have been uploaded to your binocucom. Make your way to this position, and I'll give you a full briefing on our objective.
I'm on my way.
But, let's see. And the bottles are back here, although they are in...
Sly, if you click the L3 button,
They,
press the left analog stick, I'll beam some virtual markers into your thief mask. They'll help you find your way around. If no markers are in view, use the right analog stick to move the camera and look around for them. Remember, the view is always better from the rooftops.
Yeah. Well, I know I literally just said I'm gonna interrupt them if I'm, you know. But anyway, I was gonna say here the clue bottles make a return.
appears to be some sort of clue. I'll decipher it here in the safe house. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues.
The,
The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
okay, sometimes I'll be silent during that, but, you know. Anyway, basically in this game, they're kind of more, how should I say this? They're more, they're more spread out, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. They're basically the same as in the first one, except there's obviously not as many in this game as there is in Sly 1, because there's not as many levels. But that's because this game is a lot bigger, and has, I mean, like I said, the worlds are the levels. They're just open world, you know, with missions. And you're in them a lot longer.